all a sermon about old man Adam, and I don't mean the Adam in the Bible, Adam. No, I don't mean the Adam that Mother Eve made it. I mean the thing that science liberated. The thing that Einstein says he's scared of, and when Einstein's scared, brother, I'm scared. Well, if you're scared of the A-bomb, here's what you got to do. You got to gather all the people in the world with you, because if we don't get together and do it, well, the first thing you know, we'll blow this world.
Your time, Nagasaki,
Alamogordo, Bikini. Now, life used to be such a simple joy. The cyclotron was just a super toy, and folks got born, they'd work and marry, and Adam was a word in the dictionary. And then it happened. And the science boys from every clime, they all pitched in with overtime, and before they knew it, the job was done, and they'd hitched up the power of the gall-darn sun and put a harness on old Saul, splitting atoms, while the diplomats was a splitting hair.
Yeah? A few odds and ends.
Alamogordo, Bikini. But the Adams International, in spite of hysteria, flourishes in Utah and in Siberia. And whether you're black, white, red, or brown, the question is this when you boil it down. To be or not to be, that's the question. And the answer to it all ain't military, datum, like who gets there fastest with the mostest atoms. No, the people of the world must decide their fate. They gotta stick together or disintegrate. We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men may be cremated equal. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, bloody up the floor. Alamogordo, Bikini, it could happen to you. Yes, it's up to the people, because the atom don't care, and you can't fence him in. He's just like air, and he doesn't give a hoot about any politics or who got what into whichever fix, because all he wants to do is just sort of sit around and have his nucleus bombarded by neutrons. So the moral is this.
Thanks.
Plain as day, that old man Adam is here to stay. He's going to stick around, that's clear to see, but ah, my dearly beloved.
We've got this area locked down.
Here is my thesis.
We've got this area locked down.
Peace in the world, or the world in peace.
Everything's above board.
Everything's above board. Everything's above board. Good to see you.
I'm not in the mood for you, asshole.
Now here's a little story that I would like to tell. It's about this big old world and how it's gonna swell. There's been many times that it tried to explode because of two big wars it tried to unload.
I'm on duty, can't talk.
I remember. Why would... You're joking, right? I'm afraid I can't abide by that. This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist? Where will I live? How will I get there? I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head.
I don't suppose there is some... What do you take me for? Why don't you go bother Gustav? I don't suppose there is... Dear Lord. Ha! I think I know a fair share more than some vagrant blown in off the wastes. You are simply They may appear nice, but deep down, you clearly... Damn it! This can't be happening! Now I'll have to...
We'll ever see, we'll start from one big bomb from over the sea.
We are safe.
So please take heed what I have to say. Keep
We are
this
safe.
thing from happening all the way. It's called Lady Fun.
I'm on duty, can't talk.
Gonzalez, I think I have it. I hear something. Are you getting food? Yes, at last. From Mars? You're really in radio contact with the Mars? Yes, Gonzalez, it's Mars. This message is man's first communication with the planet Mars. Pero why they say? This is phenomenal. Positively amazing. Here they are, listen. Do you know what to do in case of a civil defense emergency? You must know these two.
You having trouble with those ghouls?
They may save your life.
You mean the generator room?
640 and 12.
What the hell do you need to know about that for? That area is strictly off limits.
Your only way of getting life-saving civil defense instructions and information during an enemy attack. Only on radio. Only at 640 or 1240 on your radio will you hear the Conrad broadcasts. Be sure you have a battery radio in your home should electric power be knocked out. Also make certain your car radio isn't working.
There's no secret. It's just a sensitive area we don't need idiots and assholes screwing around in. There's an emergency entrance to the tunnels, you know, for when the bombs fell. We siphon power from the metro grid to keep our generators running. But I've got better things to do than play tour guide. So I've got the only key, and I ain't lending it to you. I lost it once and had to make a new one. That's a laugh. Roy Phillips can't... Hell no. Tenpenny won't allow it. And I take my orders from him. He'd be out of his goddamn mind. But like I said, ultimately, I...
Sure scares me, but if it will do what they claim, you better start thinking about saving your soul. Sam Johnson ain't my name.
You have something to say? Yes, by all means, let's.
Just a plain bomb is bad, but that A-bomb is worse. They done named that H-bomb well. 1,000 times stronger than that A-bomb.
I don't like the look of this. Very well.
Now, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just stating facts. They said they'd build man-made stars. But that's a job I'm gonna leave to the Lord, and I ain't got no business on Mars. You better stop them scientists from researching.
There is a foul in the words of Elder Theus, a brother well equipped is a brother keeping to his duty.
Man, that atomic energy, it sure scares me. 'Cause if it will do what they claim, you better start thinking about saving your soul. Sam Johnson ain't my name. Now I'm thankful for the drugs that kills the bugs, the mosquitoes, and the mice and the fleas. Instead of us trying to get up to Mars, we better get down on our knees. And thank the good Lord for the world we have. And in closing, I got this to say. If God intended we should go to Mars, why'd he put it so far away? You better stop them scientists from research.
You having trouble with those...
They got these balls flying faster than sound. They got the whole world in a war. Man, that atomic energy sure scares me. 'Cause if it will do what they claim, you better start thinking about saving your soul. Sam Johnson ain't my name. You think I'm kidding? Sam Johnson ain't my name.
Some men with brains in their cranium
took a piece of uranium. They did what other men couldn't do. They split the atom right in two. Now it's up to the people to crusade to see that no more bombs are made. That this great force should only be used for peace and democracy. Da da dee dee dum da da dee da dee da da dee dum. They took all the U-238s that they could find in the United States. They gathered it and made it all into the size of a billiard ball. Now it's up to the people to crusade to see that no more bombs are made. That this great force should only be used for peace and democracy. Da da dee dee dum da da dee da dee da da dee dum. Down to the south and west they went to try out their experiment, to find out what they wanted to know in the desert of New Mexico. Now it's up to the people to crusade to see that no more bombs are made. That this great force should only be used for
Must be measured.
Da da dee dee dum da dee. Da da dee dee dum da da. Da da dee dee dum da da. Dee da dee da da dee dum. If you should travel out west someday and happen to stop off in Santa Fe, just look around and take a stroll. You'll come across a great big hole. It's up to the people now to crusade to see that no more bombs are made. That this great force should only be used for peace and democracy. Da da dee dee dum da da dee da dee da da dee dum. Today it's the size of a billiard ball. Tomorrow it'll
You have a curious look about.
and when they drop it,
What?
you will see
That area is strictly off. Why, anything I want, dear boy. Anything I want. Wasteland Safari. Very relaxing.
We all can have prosperity with this atomic energy. The world can have its pork and beans or be blown into smithereens. It's up to people to crusade to see that no more bombs are made. That this great force should only be used for peace and democracy. There will soon be an end to this cold and wicked war, when those hard-headed communists get what they're looking for. Only one thing that will stop them, and their atrocious fun. If General MacArthur drops an atomic bomb. Now over in Korea, our boys have fought and fell, but they died just like heroes amid a minute shot and shell. They had their hands tied behind them and were murdered by the score, by those dirty-minded communists who started this sad war. They'll be fired up in metal, flying all around, and the radioactivity will burn them to the ground. If there's any commies left, they'll be all on the run. If General MacArthur drops a
Helping
atomic
look
bomb.
at those is of the utmost importance.
Old hard-headed Joe will be feeling mighty blue when he finds out it's bitten off more than he can chew. For suppression will be ended and the job will be well done if General MacArthur drops a atomic bomb.
Vigilance is advised.
Oh, MacArthur has the power to stop those murdering things, and he'll make them sorry for their underhanded schemes. Just leave it to the general, for it really has the nerve to give those no-good communists just what they deserve. They'll be fire, dust, and metal flying all around, and the radioactivity will burn their playhouse down. If there's any commies left, atomic bomb.
Watch World War III on pay TV. If you want to keep the kids at home, they'll be glued to their sets, watching rockets and jets, blowing up schools and factories, putting an end to the birds and bees. It's worth every penny to tune in and see who wins the Emmy at the ruins of the Academy. Watch World War III on pay TV before your television melts away.
Think of the close-ups on the screen.
By the face, you know. Isn't this better than Bishop Sheen?
Better than the Late Late Show? Watching the boys from your hometown.
Fighting whoever they are.
Watching the cities falling down.
It's greater than Jack Parr. They're out setting up the cameras now. Though they don't know just where, still they've got to prepare. Merle's there to do his part, waiting for the war to start. See the hydrogen bomb explode. As those mushrooms appear, you'll be sifting your fears. Zooming in with a zoom our lens, watching while the whole world ends. It's worth every penny to tune in and see. Who wins the Emmy at the ruins of the Academy? Watch World War III on pay TV before your television melts away. Before your television melts away.
I'm on duty, can't talk.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Connie Francis. How well stocked is your kitchen? Government officials advise every family to stock a 2-week
I'm not here.
water supply in case of nuclear attack.
You take care of those ghouls.
Today for survival tomorrow.
After Tenpenny died, I assumed full command. And since I hate ghouls, I guess the answer to that question is pretty damn clear. Those ghouls can live here over my god.
Don't
point at Bobby.
This brings back so many memories.
There's got to be someplace. No! Someplace safe. What have you done? There's got to be someplace safe.
With that all atomic bomb. Run, my baby. I was behind. Run, my baby.
Atomic energy, the world can have its pork and beans or be blown into smithereens. It's up to
What have you got on your mind?
to see that no more bombs are made, that this great force should only be used for peace and democracy.
We're living in a
Welcome to New...
finest place on earth.
With my...
Folks don't appreciate this.
It's my turn, eh? Well, you won't be getting... Ghouls aren't human. They live in filth. They eat... You'll regret this. I've spent years collecting all this fabulous merchandise. I won't stand for this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? The only suitable place is Tenpenny Tower. Everywhere else stinks and caters to low...
What? It's very... Maybe try talking...
shut up like a clam.
10
I
penny
wish
tower.
they'd take and put me on the witness stand today. I'd yell so loud, old Stalin could hear me all.
Good to see you again, comrade.
I'm no communist.
Well, comrade,
That right now.
only that they keep...
Man should own his own
Oh,
house,
you...
car and cow. I like this private ownership.
You remind me of myself, back when I was a young adventurer.
Its business and let me run my own.
Dead. Argyle. You're sure? My God. I always thought he'd outlive me by at least 100 years. Poor bastard. But thank you. Thank you for telling me. At least now I know. At least now the poor guy can catch a breather. I'd like to return your kindness. Here, take this key. It unlocks my safe. Lots of stuff in there I'll never use again. My adventuring days are over. Aha! So you've been exploring the tower. Well done.
Our children's children still unborn are gone.
Well, it does get a trifle bit... Oh, I always put everything back. Well, almost. Have you noticed how he turns a... Well, kid, there are 2 keys floating around.
Unless we stop inflation and take care of what we've got.
Bah!
Communists may
I
win
thought...
the fight and never fire a shot.
Well, I wouldn't mind, but they'd better be civilized. The tenants here are real uppity, and most wouldn't take kindly to ghouls living here.
House and car and cow. I like this private ownership and a
Like
little
I said.
left alone. Let the government run its business.
Of course.
Let me
I wonder if they've ever been to...
I know you. I know you've been talking to the others about the ghouls, and I've been mulling the whole thing over a few cocktails. Well, more than a few. And I've decided that I'd be... What the hell?
I would surely
What?
have perished. 10 penny tower is a wonderful place to visit.
Good to see
And
you.
how are you?
Atom bomb baby, boy she can start one of those chain reactions in my heart. A big explosion, big and loud, mushrooms me right up on a cloud. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT. Atom bomb baby, sweet as a plum, carries more water than uranium. When she kisses, there's no hitch, zero power, she turns on the switch. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be.
We are safe from the
We are
wasteland.
safe from the wasteland in here. Yes?
I can't talk.
Radioactive mama, hold me tight. Radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, we'll reach critical mass tonight. Well, when we get together, clear away the crowd.
Tenpenny Tower is a
I would.
New here? Pick any table. Welcome. Very kind. Oh, I know you've been lobbying for those ghouls, and I've.
radioactive mama, treat me right. Radioactive mama, we'll reach critical mass tonight.
Welcome to your taste in shopping. You may be able to coerce the others, but I'm not such a pushover. Your zombie buddies will need to find someplace else to live. You horrible little zombie lover. What right do you and your disgusting buddies have to push honest, hardworking, important people around like that? Where do you propose I live? Don't worry. Did you just step out of a vault? Haven't you seen what's out there? I'm doomed. And it's all your fault. Where will I go?
And how are you?
Splendid.
You have a curious look.
Be careful.
Everybody's worried about the atomic bomb, but nobody's worried.
Charmed.
Good to see you again, comrade.
I'm sure. I know you.
Welcome.
In 1945, the atom bomb became alive. In 1949, the U.S.
Don't you worry.
The people got worried all over the
E-
land, just like folks got in Japan. So I say, everybody's worried, yeah.
Here.
But nobody's worried, no, not the day my Lord will come. When he'll hit great God Almighty like an atom bomb. When he comes, good
Present
when he comes.
You having trouble with those? Like I tell my men, don't.
About the atomic bomb, but nobody's worried about the day my Lord will come. When he'll hit great God.
Hey there. I know all about your plan to get your ghoul pals in. I've dealt with people like you before. People who think they know what's good for everybody else. I know what's best for me, and that's no ghouls. So you can run along and tell your... I'm done with the wasteland. And I'm not going anywhere. I'll talk to Tenpenny. And when he does come back, I'll just send up for my food. I'll never even...
Welcome to Cafe.
When he comes, when he comes.
Our steps must be.
Everybody's worried about the atomic bomb, but nobody's worried about the day my Lord will come. When he'll hit great God Almighty like an atom bomb. When he comes, when he
I'm on duty, can't talk.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Pat Boone. In case of enemy attack, you must know your warning signals. A steady blast of 3 to 5 minutes means tune your radio dial to 640 or 1240. A 3-minute wavering tone or a series of short blasts. Take cover immediately.
Hey, Bones, I just knew it. We're all set. Just get that door open. You're brave to keep bothering. So you killed a bunch of... I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks.
Doesn't want to be a bird, it doesn't try to fly. It came about because they made a big atomic bomb. The new inventions click because of bullets sticking. I know where the idea came from. Why do I tick? What amazing. When I feel a realistic tick. You're such an attractive pick. Give me a radioactive kick. It's distracted way you stick, but love makes you tick. I tick, 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 and my heart beats quick. How can anything go wrong? When I'm about her song, I tick, tick all day long. Tick, tick, tick. Why do I tick, tick? What amazing.
I'm on duty, can't talk.
When I feel a realistic butcher and baker ticks, so does the maker of the candlesticks. Lawyers have their politics, but love makes you tick, 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 tick. Let your heart tick, tick. How can anything go wrong? If you listen to that Geiger counter song, you'll tick, tick all day long like
Get into any adventure.
like the doctor and the lawyer ticks.
Get into any adventures we.
Politics, like the merchant and the Indian chief, tick ticks like the poor, like the rich man, tick tick ticks. Dig in a ditch man, the butter and egg man.
I would
the
surely have
man.
perished.
I would surely all but up what it's all about. That is love, you can't be wrong. You better listen to that Geiger counter song and tick tick all day long. Tick 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 tick.
10-headed tower is a wonderful place to live. I can't talk now.
You remind me of my.
Yes?
Evening.
In the stately hall of columns, 1960 was the year when young Francis Gary Powers stood before the Russian bear. They were trying him for spying on the Soviets. He flew in the famous plane U-2. Glory, glory, he's a hero. Glory, glory, he's a hero. Glory, glory, he's a hero. Who flew far Uncle's hand. All across the foreign waters in
You have a curious look. Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have... You're a clever one, aren't you? It's a bit crass, but...
In the future page of history, in the ages yet to come, when free men speak of their heroes and the deeds that they have done, they will sing of Francis Powers and the famous plane he flew. For the great red, white, and blue.
You're brave to keep bothering. Biding our time, making plans, getting ready. Tenpenny and his pack of elitist wannabe. We got right. I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet any. Beats the wasteland and...
Close-ups on the screen. What a face you know.
Isn't this better than Bishop Sheen?
Better than the Late Late Show? Watching the boys from your hometown fighting whoever they are.
Watching the cities falling down.
It's greater than Jack Parr. They're out setting up the cameras now. Though they don't know just where, still they've got to prepare. Murrow's there to do his part, waiting for the war to start. See the hydrogen bomb explode. As those mushrooms appear, you'll be sipping your beer. Zooming in with a zoom-our lens, watching while the whole world ends. It's worth every penny to tune in and see. Who wins
rising sun. Good, my baby, I was behind the rising sun. I told her don't be on the easy, because I'm behind that coming sun. Nation after nation was here and furry nation after nation was here and furry where they soon got the news, and there where they were staying. Over East Japan, you know they. Over East Japan, you know they. And poor Jojo had to find a place to hide.
Damn it!
Last night I was nation after nation was here and furry away.
Charging across your TV screen, getting blown to smithereens. What a World War III on KTV. Not everyone the kids at home. They'll be glued to their sets, watching rockets and jets, blowing up schools and factories, putting an end to the birds and bees. It's worth every penny to tune in and see. Who wins the Emmy at the ruins of the Academy? Watch World War III on KTV before your television melts away.
Think of the close-ups on the screen. What a face you know. Isn't this better than
What do you need? I can get your fix.
watching the boys from your hometown fighting whoever they are? Watching the cities falling down. It's greater than Jack Bar.
They're all setting up the cameras now. Though they don't know just where, still they've got to prepare. Murrow's there to do his part, waiting for the war to start. See the hydrogen bomb explode. As those mushrooms appear, you'll be sipping your beer. Zooming in with a zoom our left, watching
It was early one morning when all the good work was done. And that big boat was loaded with that awful Tommy gun. Run, my baby.
Enemy down.
Behind the rider front. Run, my baby. I was behind the rising sun. I told don't be on the easy, because I'm behind that Tommy bomb. Nation after nation was yearning for a way. Nation after nation was yearning for a way. Well, they soon got the news, and there were they were. Over in Japan, you know they let down and
Vigilance is advised.
over in Japan, you know they let down and cry. And cold Tokyo had to find a place to hide.
Will you take the step? Hi, Dad. Want some help washing the car? What? Well, sure. Tom, you want something? Nothing, Pop. Mind if I put some civil defense stickers in here? Stickers? What for? Oh, see, Pop? Put them on the radio dial. It's 640 and 1240. That's Conrad. 4 wheels to survival. That's your car in a civil defense emergency. It will help you move away from danger.
If it's in good mechanical condition, tires properly inflated, battery in tip-top shape, and your gas tank more than half full.
Mark your car radio at 640 and 1240 for official information.
Another sticker at the half-full mark will help remind you to keep plenty of gasoline in the tank.
Know the 6 steps to survival. Make this year your family's year for civil defense. You take the first step.
Civil defense, an American tradition.
All clear. Stand down.
What have you got on your mind? Yes, by all means, let's.
Well, the farmer went off and the house was caught. I was the only man on earth. There was 13 women and only one man in town. 13 women and only one man in town. I'm as funny as it may be. The one and only man in town. Well, 13 women and the only man around. I had 2 guys every morning, seeing that I was well
Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office, or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America.
You're dead, big jack!
Contact confirmed. The very foundation of our democracy. Fortunately, in the interest of national
Bring it!
security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be.
Glad that's over.
I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. You're thirsty, aren't you, America? Not for knowledge or power, no. I'm not speaking metaphorically. You're thirsty for clean, fresh water. Water is the foundation of life. But here, in the capital wasteland, indeed the entire country, water is polluted, irradiated, deadly. Maybe you've got a makeshift purifier that cleans one glass of dirty water a day, or you sip from an ancient faucet in an abandoned subway restroom. But that's not really living, is it? You're simply existing, America. Postponing death for a day or two? Well, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, those days are at an end. Enclave is back, America. We've brought clean water with us. For years, Enclave scientists have been hard at work on the most ambitious scientific endeavor the world has ever seen. Project Purity. Imagine, America, millions of gallons of water made fresh and completely pure. In a matter of minutes, and it's all for you. Just a little bit more time. That's all we need until the purifier is ready for continual operation. And then, your thirst will truly be quenched. So, celebrate. Sing out, America is back! America is beautiful. my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. No evil can result from its inhibition more pernicious than its toleration. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America, the Enclave. Just who is the Enclave? Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together. Together can we hope to reach our full potential. The way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America. Now and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off.
It's fleeting.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure. You know there is no harm in me.
What have you got on your mind? Yes, by all means, let's. You have something to say? Yes, by all means, let's. Something. Yes, by all means, let's.
There is a foul stench. In the words of Elder...
You're listening to Enclave.
What do you need?
I'm John Henry
Very
Eden,
well.
President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. Greetings, dearest America. This is your president, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted: power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war and fear and terrible uncertainty? Of course you do. As President of the United States, you have my solemn pledge that I will never rest, until we have what we deserve. A place to truly call home. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. Enclave is back, America. And no, not just on your radio. Right now, Enclave troops are patrolling the Capital Wasteland. These fine men and women, under the command of the stalwart Colonel Augustus Autumn, have one mission: restoration of American peace and order. But let's hear from the man himself, shall we, America? I give you Colonel Augustus Autumn.
Thank you, Mr. President. People of the Capital Wasteland, I am Colonel Autumn. By now, you have encountered Enclave troops in your towns, in your settlements. When you see the Enclave, you see the United States government. We are authorized to restore order and civility by any means necessary. Just stay out of the way and let us do our job. interfere with the Enclave's mission, you will be dealt with harshly.
Very good. Very good. So, there you have it, my darling America. Enclave troops are now in your neighborhoods, in your lives, in your hearts. Together, we'll restore the glory of this great nation. One problem at a time. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time. Even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
You have something to say? Yes, by all means.
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden.
What have you got on your mind?
Happiness lies in the
by
joy
all
of
means.
achievement,
Let's.
the thrill of creative effort. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world.
What have you got on your mind? Yes, by all means. Let's.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever.
Look out.
Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till we meet meet again. This is John Henry Eden signing off.
Got one here.
Come.
Good enough.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your